Here's something nobody told you about money. It is not leaving you because the economy is bad. It is not leaving because you are unlucky. It is not leaving because other people have advantages you don't. Money is leaving you because somewhere deep inside, you don't believe you deserve to keep it. And until you fix that, nothing else will work. Not the side hustles, not the budgets, not the strategies, not even hard work, and I know that one hurts to hear, because we have been sold a lie. The lie says, work harder, earn more, life gets better. But look around you. The hardest working people you know are rarely the wealthiest. Something else is operating beneath the surface, something invisible, and that something is your relationship with money at the level of consciousness. This video is not about motivation. It is not about tactics. It is about the one thing that actually controls your financial life, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Stay with me. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you are trying to fill a bathtub. The water is flowing in, your income, your efforts, your ideas. But the drain is wide open, and no matter how fast you pour, the tub never fills. Most people respond by turning the tap harder. More hours, more hustle, more sacrifice. But no one looks at the drain. Your subconscious beliefs about money are the drain, and they were installed without your permission long before you had any say in the matter. When you were a child, you watched the adults around you. You heard phrases like, "We can't afford that," "Money doesn't grow on trees," "Rich people are greedy." We are not the kind of people who... Those sentences got absorbed into your nervous system. They became your operating code. And that code is still running right now in the background, shaping every financial decision you make and every opportunity you unconsciously avoid. Here is what makes this so frustrating. You don't know it's happening. You think you're making rational choices. You think you're being smart or careful or realistic. But you are actually just executing old programming. You are living your parents' relationship with money, not your own. And the universe, consciousness, call it what you want. It doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you actually believe at the deepest level. You can say, "I want abundance," 1,000 times, but if your nervous system is wired for scarcity, your actions will always pull you back to what feels familiar. Back to just enough. Back to struggle. Back to the story you were handed as a child. This is the invisible ceiling. And breaking through it is not about strategy. It is about consciousness. So what does it actually mean to change your consciousness around money? It means recognizing that money is not just paper or numbers. Money is energy. It responds to the frequency you operate at. And your frequency, your emotional baseline, the state your body defaults to when no one is watching, that is what decides what flows into your life and what doesn't. Think about how you feel when a large bill arrives. Think about how your body responds when someone offers you a high price for your work. Think about what happens inside you when you see someone living in extraordinary wealth. Do you feel expansion or contraction? Do you feel possibility or resentment? Do you feel, "That's available to me too," or "People like me don't live like that"? Every one of those reactions is data. It is telling you exactly where your frequency sits. And here is the key insight that changes everything. Your outer world is always a mirror of your inner world. The bank account doesn't lie. The patterns in your relationships with money don't lie. The recurring situations you find yourself in don't lie. They are all reflecting back to you the exact frequency you are operating at. Which means, and this is the part that feels uncomfortable, you have been the one creating your financial reality. Not the economy, not your parents, not bad luck, you. Through your beliefs, your emotions, your habitual thoughts about what is and isn't possible for you. But here is why that is actually good news. If you created it, you can change it. The mirror doesn't have to stay the same. You can change what it reflects. So how do you actually do this? Not just intellectually understand it, but shift it in a way that produces real results in your real life. I'm going to give you 3 specific practices. Not affirmations you repeat robotically. Real, uncomfortable, rewiring work. Practice 1. Find the story. Before you can change your programming, you have to see it clearly. Take out a piece of paper and write down every belief about money that was present in your household growing up. Don't filter, don't be polite. Write exactly what you heard, what was modeled, what the unspoken rules were. We always struggle at the end of the month. You have to work yourself to death to get ahead. Saving money is how you stay safe. Wanting more makes you greedy. Now read them back. Recognize that these are not truths. They are stories, inherited stories, stories written by people who are also just executing their own inherited code. They don't have to be yours anymore. You are not obligated to carry your family's financial story. You are allowed to write a new one. Practice 2. Interrupt the body. Here's the thing about beliefs. They live in the body, not just the mind. That tightness in your chest when you spend money. That guilt when things go well. That panic when your account drops below a certain number. Those are not just emotions. They are trained physical responses. And they need to be retrained at the body level. The next time you notice a fear response around money, stop. Put your hand on your chest, breathe slowly, and say out loud, "This is an old pattern. I am safe. Abundance is safe. I am allowed to expand." Don't say it to convince yourself. Say it to interrupt the automatic signal. They are trained. You are teaching your nervous system that receiving and they need to be retrained at the body level. Is safe. The next time you notice a fear response around money, this takes repetition. Put your hand on your chest. Do it every time you catch the fear and say out loud, "This is an old pattern. Practice 3. I am expand safe. Your normal. Abundance is safe. Your current life is built around what feels normal to you. Don't say it to convince yourself. And what feels normal say it is what your subconscious will fight to preserve. You are teaching your nervous system deliberately expand your sense of what normal looks having like. Is safe. Read about people who started from nothing and created extraordinary lives. Not to compare yourself, but to show your subconscious that this is real. This is possible. This is what humans actually do. Spend time in environments slightly above your current level, not to pretend, but to let your nervous system calibrate to a new baseline. Sit in beautiful spaces, eat in nice places occasionally, walk through neighborhoods you want to live in. Let your body experience abundance before your bank account reflects it. You are not faking it. You are training your system to recognize abundance as familiar rather than threatening. Now I want to say something that might make you uncomfortable. Most people will watch this video, feel good, say, "Wow, that makes sense," and then go right back to their patterns. Because understanding consciousness around money is not the same as doing the work to change it. The work is repetitive. The work is unsexy. The work is sitting with discomfort and choosing a different response over and over every day for weeks and months. But here is what that work produces. Not just more money, though that comes too. It produces a different person. A person who doesn't white-knuckle through financial stress. A person who can hold abundance without self-destructing. A person who gives without fear because they know more is always available. A person who is free. That is the version of you that money is waiting for. Not the version working harder. The version who has done the inner work to actually be able to receive. So here is your assignment before you watch another video, before you move on to the next thing. Go back to practice 1. Write the story. Look at the beliefs you inherited. Choose which ones you are releasing today. Not someday. Today, because the mirror is waiting to change. And it changes the moment you do. If this shifted something for you, subscribe to this channel. Every week we go deeper into the intersection of consciousness and money. Not theory, but practical tools for people who are serious about changing their financial reality from the inside out. And drop a comment below. Tell me one belief about money you inherited that you are choosing to release today. I read every one. See you in the next video.